Hi. Apologies, it just started pouring down rain, so Happy Pride Month. This is the Sapphic Book Tag. This was made by a reading elf. I had quote tweeted this a while back saying that if I had the mental energy, I was going to read this book. Or not read this book. It's 7:53 in the morning. So I said that I would film this tag. Nobody tagged me. I just wanted to do it. So here we are. I will say there is one prompt that I don't have an answer for and another prompt that I don't own the book for. So I will probably put the book here, and if I think of a prompt in the middle of the editing, the answer to a prompt in the middle of editing, maybe I'll cut in. Who knows? Not me. Anyway. So happy Pride. Here is here we go. Ready? Alright. So our first prompt is CRIER'S WAR, a book with enemies to lovers trope. That's going to be the Henna Wars. This book is beautiful. She does start off having a crush on her, but then they sort of are in this battle of like, each of them are doing henna for this business competition, and I just thought it was a really fun, loving book. I thought that it was interesting to see the conversation about cultural appropriation, and also the different kinds of cultures and how they're approached differently, especially, you know, if you're white passing or not, and that kind of thing. I enjoyed the dynamic between the two sisters. They made me laugh a lot. This was one of the first books that I read for Pride Month. I had not read it until this month, and it is hands down one of my favorite books. I'm very glad that I decided to read it. I also think that it's beautiful, so like this is the cover, but a big thing for me is that the book is really pretty naked. And this one, I hope this doesn't glare, this one is really pretty naked. I like that it's white. Most of these are black books, but I like that there's the pretty font work in the rose gold. I think that's beautiful. I think they did a good job with that. Super suggest that book. It is an own voices book. My fish is going nuts over there because of the storm. Anyway, I really liked it. That's all I have to say about that. Okay, next one. The Seven Husbands of Evelyn HUGO, a book I still haven't read. A book about a celebrity, real or fiction. This is tough because I don't like contemporary novels, and a lot of the time books about famous people are contemporary novels. So here is a memoir. This is a memoir in pictures called The Fire Never Goes Out by Noelle Stevenson. She's the creator of She-Ra, which is one of my favorite TV shows / children's cartoons. The art in the book is really, really fun, and I really enjoyed the book. It was really interesting seeing Noelle's kind of progression, and the fact that she didn't come out until later in life, and now she's married and they're lesbians with swords. And I keep her book and also her wife's book on the same shelf because they're wives, and that's important. I do want to make a note that I tried to, in this book tag, make sure all of the books that I am using for it are Sapphic books. While this is a non-fiction memoir, it is about a lesbian, so it counts. The next one is These Witches Don't Burn, a book I hated. A book with magic, right? No, wrong. The next one is Girls of Paper and Fire, a book with Asian representation. That would be The Mermaid, the Witch, and the Sea by Maggie Takunda Hall. I super loved this book. This is actually one of my new favorite books. I have like two absolute favorite Sapphic novels, and this is one of them. Maggie actually follows me on Instagram and has had conversations with me, which is really cool. I had posted on Instagram that this is a pirate book for the Sapphics, and Maggie confirmed that it is in fact a pirate book for the gays. So, you know, we have our two main characters, Flora, who goes by Florian, and Lady Evelyn, who is basically being sent away because she's gay. And then Flora kind of poses as a boy to get through as a pirate. And it's kind of this journey of self-discovery and finding your own power. And it's about the magic of the sea and mermaids and pirates and secret government plots and everything you could ask for. I really enjoyed this book. There's a lot of tabs because there was a lot of quotes that I enjoyed. And even on the cover you have two women, and I think that's really important. So, yeah. We have that. The next one is These Witches Don't Burn, a book about magic, and this is going to be my second all-time favorite Sapphic novel, The Witches of Ash and Ruin. To be fair, we've got the triqueta on the back. It's all about Celtic magic and Celtic heritage, and all of that is really important in my personal life. And so it was really good, and I really liked the subplots of our main character Dana having been forced to come out and her dad being a preacher and she's actually a witch in a coven. The only thing that hurt my feelings a little bit was that Lou was the representative for these witch hunters. That hurt my feelings a little bit because I really like the concept of Lou, and so I was like, Lou would not do that. So yeah. This was a really good book. E. Latimer did a good job. She has a new middle grade book about witches coming out, and I'm probably going to end up buying it. Our main character Dana also gets to do a kind of relationship with another witch from another coven, and they're not supposed to get along, but they do. So I wish this was a series. E. Latimer, if you hear me, I wish this was a series. Please give me more. This is How You Lose the Time War, a book with star-crossed lovers. I don't read that trope very much, I think. The only exceptions to that would be the Starless Sea and the Night Circus, and while the Starless Sea has a gay relationship in it, it's not sapphic. And so, because I wanted to make sure to only include sapphic books, I didn't include those. But those would be if I wasn't doing sapphic books. So, I know they're not star-crossed, right? Don't come at me. CRIER'S WAR, I know they're not star-crossed, but it is forbidden. Forbidden love. So, for more than just the fact that they're women. So I'm gonna say this book. Everyone knows what CRIER'S WAR is about. If you don't, go look at it on Goodreads, but like everyone knows what CRIER'S WAR is about. It is one of the top books in the sapphic book genre. I could get into the conversation about how it has less ratings than most gay male books. I wanted to say men, and that didn't sound right. It has fewer ratings than several gay male books. And that's a whole discussion about how sapphic books need more representation. Next up, we have a book you would take if you were stranded on Wilder Girls, a book you would take if you were stranded on an island, a deserted island. I picked When We Were Magic by Sarah Gailey. It's a fun book. It's a fun book. It's a coming-of-age kind of book. It's contemporary, but with magic. It really represents the relationships of girls teenage girls, high school girls, in a way that I felt was really realistic. Sarah Gailey did a really good job of intertwining magic into the real world and making the fact that they're trying to hide a body or bring it back to life fun to read. They did a really good job with this. I enjoyed the different representation of girls, and it was a girl gang where nobody was competing with each other. And I really liked that. The Miseducation of Cameron Post, a book to screen, movie show adaptation, etc. adaptation. I think that Disney is making this, which will be interesting. This is not sapphic. Because I literally didn't have anything other than Noelle Stevenson and She-Ra. I literally did not have anything to fit into this, but I think Disney is making The Prince and the Dressmaker. So it is not Sapphic. My apologies. I tried. I did. But oh my god, I just remembered what book I can do for that prompt. Anyway, continuing. This is a book about Prince Sebastian. He really likes to wear dresses and be beautiful. This book made me laugh. It made me cry. I read it at 7 a.m. at a donut shop and was texting my friends, sending pictures of the pages and crying. It was a really good book. I really enjoyed it. I like Jen Wang a lot. I like her work. I read it in real life and really enjoyed it. But yeah, I think Disney is making this. I obviously haven't seen it. We'll see, right? But this is what I have for that. How to Make a Wish, an upcoming release you wish you had right now. This is the one I remembered. A Deadly Education. Everyone's getting approved for A Deadly Education and my request is still pending. If that changes by the time that I post this video, I will update below. But everyone is getting approved for it and I just want to read dark academia with lesbians. Sapphics. That's it. That's all I want. That's all I want. Is that asking for a lot? I feel like that's not asking for a lot. Whatever. The biggest, The Priory of the Orange Tree. The biggest book you've read. The Priory of the Orange Tree. Literally. I actually think Imaginary Friend by that guy who wrote Perks of Being a Wallflower is the largest book I've ever read, but for Sapphic books, The Priory of the Orange Tree, I'm currently reading it. I'm 78% into it. I'm going to finish it today, more than likely, if I have time. It is the longest Sapphic book I've ever read. However, no one told me that it was about Saphics and dragons, and so I probably would have read that a long time ago. Thanks, guys. Okay. A spooky book. Saco Girls, a spooky book. I know this is going to be shocking, but Saco Girls is my answer to that. This book was creepy. This book was super creepy. I loved this book so much, though. I enjoyed the different, like girls coming into their power kind of thing. I just enjoyed all of it. Sorry, my dad texted me. We had drama this morning. Yeah. This was scary, but also incredibly well written. The representation in the book was really good. And that's all I got. I really liked this book. Okay. I'm going to recommend a Sapphic book. Did I not? That one. So I will link the post below, and maybe I'll include it here somewhere. I took a picture of all of the Sapphic books that I own, which is quite a lot now. I'm currently reading The Grief Keeper, and I'm really enjoying it. My all-time favorite books, I've already mentioned. They're my favorites. The Midnight Lie, though, is really fun. It is a fun book. I thoroughly enjoyed it. We Set the Dark on Fire, also really good books that I really enjoyed, and they're way up there. You can't see those. The We Set the Dark on Fire duology made me feel a lot of things, and I'm really sad that it's over. Yeah. I recommend all of the books that I've mentioned in this video. If you like graphic novels, then Laura Dean Keeps Breaking Up With Me and Mooncakes are my favorite two graphic novels that are Sapphic. I'm saying a lot because I'm like thinking, like, is that all of them? And then I have books over there and I'm like, are those Sapphic books? The Grief Keeper is the only one. I just keep seeing the Marriageology book that I'm also reading, and because of the way that it's white, I'm like, is that a Sapphic book? No, it's not. It's a relationship advice book. That's it. That's all of the books. I will tag people below. If you've already done it, sorry, I'm late to the game. Pride Month this is posting literally the last day of Pride, and I'm so sorry. If you want to do this and reference me or reference the original creator of this, that would be cool, great, whatever. Thanks. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, whatever you want, or do none of the things. No pressure. I hope you have a great rest of your day.